Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video we will learn how to add Calendly Invitee to SuiteDash as contact. So now let's say that you are using Calendly as a booking platform for your colleagues, clients and customers to book an appointment with you. So now whenever a new appointment is booked in your Calendly account, then automatically with the same details captured, you want to add them as a contact in SuiteDash. So now to create this automation between these two applications, we will be using Pabbly Connect, where our trigger application will be Calendly and our action application will be SuiteDash. So to learn how we set up this automation, follow me through the screen. In this video, we will learn how to add Calendly Invitee to SuiteDash as contact. Let's say that you are using Calendly as a booking platform to take appointment bookings or schedule bookings from clients, customers or colleagues. So now you want whenever a user is going to book an appointment with you on Calendly booking page, you want to add that same person as a contact in SuiteDash. So in this automation, whenever an invitee will be created in Calendly, then automatically with the same details, we are going to add the same person as a contact in SuiteDash. So to set up this automation, let us sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you are a new user, you can click on the sign up button and at the time of account creation, you will get 100 tasks for free. So as an existing user, I will sign in. Now we have arrived to all applications page. We will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach our dashboard. So now we have arrived on our dashboard and these are some existing workflows. But to create a new workflow, we will go to our right hand side and click on this create workflow button. So now in this dialog box, we need to give a name to a workflow. I have named it as add Calendly Invitee to SuiteDash as contact and now I will click on create. So now we have reached to another very important window that consists of trigger and action. Trigger and action are those concepts and those principles on which this entire automation will depend. So trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So now moving on to a trigger window. So as our title suggests, add Calendly Invitee to SuiteDash as contact. So over here as a trigger application, we will be using Calendly. Here it is. And now we will select the trigger event. So let us click on this drop down and you can see there are some options given to you. So I will be choosing the option as Invitee created. Now if you have a user account of Calendly, then you can select the Invitee created user option, or if you have the organizational account, then you can select the Invitee created organization. But in my case, I'm going to use Invitee created user. So now I have selected the trigger application and the trigger event. Now I need to connect Calendly with Pabbly Connect. So I will click on this connect button. So if you have an existing connection, you can go with it. But if you want to add a new connection, so let us do that. I've opened Calendly in one of my tabs. Now I will click on connect. So you can see this was successful. And now the first thing it asks us is the organization. So if you have created only one organization or if you have created multiple organizations, in this drop down, you will get a list of all the organizations which you have in your Calendly account. So over here, I have only created one organization in my Calendly account, which is appearing right here, and I'm going to use the same. And now moving on to user, I have only a single user. If you have multiple users, you can select from those multiple users, but I will be going with the username as Arpita Mandoli. And now read the important note which states, make sure you have the Calendly Pro plan in order to use this integration. So now you have to ensure that if you want to make this automation work, you should have a Calendly Pro account. Then only you will be able to automate this. And now after ensuring, click on save and send test request. And as soon as I did that, it changes to waiting for response. So that means we need to make a test submission in our Calendly to see the response that will be captured over here. So let me take you to my Calendly account. Here you can see this is my Calendly account and in event types, I've already created an event by the name of webinar on AI and its importance. So now what I will do is I will copy this link and I will go to a new tab and I will paste it over here. So now you can see we have arrived to the booking page and I will be selecting the date as 29th and the time as 10 a.m. and I will click on next. Now I need to enter the details to schedule the event. So now I have filled in the details. The first name is demo and the last name is user, and the email ID is desk@pabblytudes.com, and I've entered the mobile number. So now you can see that the event, that is webinar on AI and its importance, we have filled in the details. It is a 30-minute session and it starts at 10 a.m. and ends at 10:30 a.m. and the date is 29th August 2023. So now we will go and click on the schedule event. So now you can see this is confirmed. A confirmation has been sent to your email address as well. So now let us go back to Pabbly Connect and see the captured response. So over here you can see the response is captured. Now you can see the date at what it was created, you can see the email, you can see the event, you can see the first name along with the last name. And now moving on to some other details like mobile number and at what time it was created and the end time. Here you can see that this response of date and time which we have received from Calendly is in UTC time zone. So we made the booking according to the Indian time zone, that is from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. But the response which we have received of end time, also of the start time, you can see the date is of 29th August, but the time over here is 4:30. Now this is because we have made the booking according to the Indian time zone and we have received the response from Calendly according to UTC time zone. That's why you can see a difference of 5 hours and 30 minutes in time. So if you want to send this time as well in some other application in the next step, so you can use a feature of Pabbly Connect that is called as date and time formatter. But right now what we want to do is that we have successfully completed this step 1. And now after receiving the details of this booking, we want to add this person as a contact in SuiteDash. So now moving on to our action application, we will be searching over here for SuiteDash. Here it is. So now we have selected the action application as SuiteDash. Moving on to our action event, that will be to create a new contact. So now we need to connect SuiteDash with Pabbly Connect. So we will be clicking on connect. And now if you have an existing connection, you can go for the same. But if you don't have it, you can simply add a new connection. And over here, now you can see it is asking for a public ID and a secret key. Now where we will find this? So read the procedure given below carefully. Now let me take you to my SuiteDash account and I've reached on the dashboard. So now moving on to my right hand side, I will click on this profile button and now in the my account section, you will go to integrations. And now we have arrived on the integrations page, but we will go to secure API. And now here is the public ID given to us. And here is the option of adding a new secret key given, or you can use the existing secret key as well. But first of all, I will copy the public ID and I will paste it in my Pabbly Connect. Here I have pasted it. Now I will go for the secret key. So now I want to add a new secret key. I will click over here. I have named it as current key. So now I will click on save first. And scrolling down, you can see this is the API key. I will copy it. And now I'll go back to Pabbly Connect and I will paste it over here. So after doing this, I will click on save. Now you can see that SuiteDash is connected with Pabbly Connect. So now moving on to the details. The first thing it asks us is the role, that what is the role of the new contact that which we are creating in SuiteDash. So in this drop down, you can see there are 3 different roles. Is this a lead? Is this a prospect? Or is it a client? So let's select it as a lead over here. Like all the details of the new contact which I am adding should go under the section lead. So now I've selected the role as lead. So now talking about name prefix, that means we have to select a prefix over here from the drop down. But though it is not mandatory that we need to select the name prefix. So now I will take you to my Calendly booking page. And now over here that I have not asked for the prefix. So now what do? Moving back to Pabbly Connect, we will simply click on this map button and we will remove this Mr. from over here. So if you want to add the prefix, so while creating your Calendly page, you can mention it over there. But as in this situation, I don't want to mention the name prefix, so I'm leaving it blank. So now moving on the first name. So now I will not be entering the data manually. Instead of that, I will be mapping it. That means I will insert the data from the previous step. So now how it is done? So I will click on this Calendly and now you can see it is showing us the response that was captured. So over here you can see this is the first name that goes as demo. And after mapping the first name, I will map the last name as well. From the response, here it is, user. After doing this, and now I will be mapping the email ID again from the response that was received. Here it is. Now you can see some details like home email, work email, home phone, work phone. So these are not the mandatory details that you have to fill in. So now coming to the phone number, so I will map the phone number here, and now scrolling down, as these are not the mandatory details, so I will leave them empty. And now scrolling down, and now I will click on save and send test request to see the contact that will be created in SuiteDash. So now here you can see it is a success. You can see the data UID, the first name, last name, and email along with the phone number. So now let us go to a SuiteDash account, and over here we will go to CRM and then on contacts. So you can see the lead is created by the name of demo user, and you can see the primary email as well. So as soon as I will click on that, you can see it is created as a contact in our SuiteDash account. So this automation of ours was successful.
Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubts regarding Pabbly, reach us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can visit us at forum.pabbly.com. If you have any pricing related query, you can visit this link. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.